to organize the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
The FIFA World Cup is the biggest tournament in history where countries from all around the world participate and only 32 countries qualifies for the main tournament. Over 20 countries have hosted since 1930, which brings Qatar to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar is expected to have over 5 billion audience, which is way more than the 2018 World Cup hosted by Russia, which only had 3.5 billion audience. The country that hosts the World Cup every 4 years is voted in by the members of the 6 World Confederations. Qatar did some shady activities to lay their hands on the World Cup, even not meeting the official criteria. If you are new to the channel, this is my first time making a video like this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you. Now let's get into the video. This video is about the occurrence that led to Qatar hosting the 2022 FIFA World Cup and what happened after. Number 1 is about how Qatar bribed some of the FIFA 6 Confederations members to be on their side. As it is reported, the country has spent over $250 billion on the tournament preparation, which is not even close to the last World Cup in Russia, which they spent over $10 billion. After years of investigation and indictment, the United States Department of Justice in April 2021 said that the representatives working for Qatar had bribed FIFA officials to secure hosting the 2022 World Cup. The prosecutors revealed details about money paid to 5 members of the FIFA top board ahead of the 2010 vote to choose Qatar as host. 3 South American officials, according to the indictment, received payment to vote for Qatar. The prosecutors also stated in indictment that the former soccer official Jack Warner of Trinidad and Tobago received $5 million through shell companies to vote. Qatar denied the allegation despite facing accusations since it started bidding. The second thing Qatar is trying to cover up is the abuse of migrant workers. According to reports, over 300 Nepalese migrant workers have died in construction in Qatar since the World Cup bid was won. Migrant workers had to work in Qatar's heat to ensure the construction was in progress, and for some migrants that was fatal. Qatari government acknowledged the deaths but claimed they were normal. Officials documented only 40 migrant worker deaths on World Cup projects, with only 3 listed as a result of workplace accidents. Qatar depended on the work of 2 million people in the decade in which World Cup venues have been built. The deaths in this period amount to 6,500 workers. Workers often live in dirty and unsafe accommodation. Recruitment agents also make false promises about the salary workers will receive and the type of job on offer. Sometimes salaries aren't paid for several months. All workers had their passport confiscated by employers, can't leave the country or change jobs. If workers complain about their conditions, they are often threatened by the employers. Workers who refuse to work because of their conditions are threatened with having their pay deducted or handed over to the police for deportation without receiving the pay they are owed. Another shady thing about the Qatar 2022 World Cup is that Qatar has no real football history. With an existing population of 3 million, Qatar will be hosting around 1.2 million fans for the tournament. The small desert country poking out into the Persian Gulf was never a good choice for an outdoor or summer event. Thousands of migrant workers died in the Qatar's extreme heat, and preparations for the tournament took more than a decade. The Middle East is one of the fastest warming places on the planet, and summers in Qatar are not just hot, they are humid, a dangerous combination. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar is already taking criticism before the tournament even begins. Some fans have already arrived in the country to find out that their accommodations are not quite as advertised. With a shortage of hotels near the stadiums, fans have options of staying in tents in the fan village. The 2022 World Cup has come under the fire since FIFA awarded event to Qatar in 2010. Since then, Qatar has been criticized over human rights brought on by the treatment of migrant workers who helped build the infrastructure for the event. With so much controversy surrounding the cup, FIFA President Gianni Infantino sent a letter to 32 participating countries asking them not to bring attention to the politics of the event. In the letter, Infantino requested that the players avoid pulling the spotlight from soccer to political issues. The last point I want to put out there is that homosexuality is also illegal in Qatar, with offenders facing fines and up to 7 years imprisonment. It is reported that Qatar has arrested LGBTQ people and subjected them to ill treatment in detention. Research findings shows that Qatar Preventive Security Department forces under the Interior Ministry had arrested 6 Qatari LGBTQ people and subjected them to ill treatment, including severe beatings and sexual harassment in detention. As for their release, security forces mandated that transgender women detainees attend conversion therapy sessions at the government-sponsored behavioral health care center. In November 2022, a 2022 FIFA Qatar World Cup ambassador described homosexuality as damage in the mind in a television interview. As you can see so far in my conclusion, Qatar was never a good idea for the 2022 World Cup. It went from bribery to the abuse and death of thousands of workers, human rights infringement, and many more we can talk about. The size of the country is also one of it. Many fans attending the tournament found the country on arrival being not what was advertised. Fans had to spend so much money for less service, and many had to stay in the neighboring country for accommodation. This brings the video to an end. I will be back soon with another video. Please make sure you like the video so that it can be recommended to others and it make the channel grow. Subscribe if you are not a member of the channel yet, and don't forget to drop a comment about what type of videos you want me to make. Thank you. See you guys next time.